ESG investing has become popular in recent times. Today we are going to quickly discuss what it is and if you should consider it for your portfolio. Stay tuned. Okay, Anthony, so ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. And essentially what ESG investing looks to do is screen certain investments or companies that it views either positively or negatively.
Right, and so this could be lots of different things, right? And it's based on value. So you may have an issue with tobacco, with alcohol, with weaponry, with abortion. There's all kinds of things that are out there, and people have different views, obviously, on one side or the other.
Yeah.
And so even an ESG fund could be invested a certain way that may meet the values of one person, but maybe not the other.
And of course, in this day and age, it's all about individualism. Everyone wants, things customized to them. I want to customize my clothes, my car, I want to customize my phone. And so we're now at a point where you can even, customize your investments in the way those things are invested in the companies that you choose.
Yeah, technology has made big advances in this area, and so it's much more attractive in a lot of ways. 10 to 15 years ago, you looked at funds like this, and I mean the costs were so much higher. You really saw the difference in the investment performance. But technology has really helped that out quite a bit.
Yeah, so it's been a pro in those areas.
Yeah.
I think where ESG investing has a little bit of a black eye is, in many cases, ESG investing is more about the marketing than it is the substance. And what I mean by that is a lot of companies are finding that because ESG investing, it's a hot topic, everyone wants to get in on it. So you just slap, ESG or some type of screening name on your investment fund, and people tend to pile into that because it's hot. They think, what's going on is good, but they're not actually digging under the hood.
Yeah, and it's a good point because ESG investing is not new, but it is more attractive. People are looking at it, and so that, gets the attention of business to say, hey, we're going to market towards this. And you really do need to look under the hood of that and say, okay, what am I actually getting with this specific investment strategy, and does it align with my values? And then the other thing I'd add to that, though, is you're going to get some difference, some what we call it tracking error. And we posted a video on this pretty recently. We'll post a link to that. But if something is invested differently, that means it's going to differ from what the market is.
It's going to perform differently.
It's going to perform differently, good or bad, right? And
it's fine when it's good, but it's not fine when it's bad.
Yeah, and there's lots of arguments out there. I mean, people are vehemently against ESG type investing because it subtracts something from what the market holds. Other people will argue differently to say, well, hey, if we're screening out certain companies that we really don't think are good, then we should have outperformance. So.
Now, obviously, there's a lot of pros and cons out here. I mean, we're just touching on the very basics. This is a quick overview, but as you can see, the discussion of if I should invest in ESG investing or not, does it belong in my portfolio, really requires a more in-depth, personalized conversation. What are your convictions? What are your goals? What are your values? What are you hoping to accomplish? And this is all the stuff that gets wrapped up within a financial plan to then drive the investment process and the philosophy. If this is something that you're interested in learning more about, we'd love to talk with you. Give us a call or visit our website.